All right, y'all. We got Illflow with us tonight.
Yo.
Whoa, what up, Illflow?
What's up, dog?
Queen B over here chilling with us.
How you doing?
Hello. Went and did a little 45 session today.
Hell yeah. Little 7-inch vinyl spin set.
Hell yeah. Grab some smash burgers, chilling, drinking, smoking.
Those smash burgers are fire, though.
I like them better than a regular burger.
You see Carl's Jr. trying to come out with a smash burger?
Are they?
Yeah. It's on the menu and everything.
I don't know.
We don't really do Carl's.
Yeah, we don't go to Carl's much.
Nah. Carl's fire.
Really?
Hell yeah. I felt like Carl's was always like the premium quality of fast food when it comes to like burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I can see that.
Remember when I used to bring it to your table back in the day like a restaurant?
Oh, yeah. You sit down and they bring it out. Yeah. Completely different. What do they have? The barbecue bacon western or something? What is there?
Oh, you do like that one.
That one's all right. Yeah, it has like an onion ring on it or some shit.
Barbecue sauce.
Oh, man. So, man, what are we going over, man? Restream.io, Discogs.
Yep, Restream.
Beat Junkies, Twitch.
Beat Junkie iOS.
Trying to get this little podcast playing around with it. Just chilling, man. I was talking to Illflow when you were gone.
Yeah.
And I was telling him, about the podcast, and it's like, if it blows up, that's cool, right? Even today, just streaming, I don't know, 15, 20 people jumped on, watching, just hanging out, But if not, we got Illflow's voice, you got your voice, you got my voice. Yeah. And God forbid something happens to any of us, we'll live for a little while with our voices.
Forever.
Yeah.
History's met.
Yeah, distribute this out to my girls and out to everybody else. Hey, when you're 18, listen to all this shit and see how crazy Dad was.
We bought microphones and headphones.
Yeah, you might not understand everything we're talking about. You're a little young, but yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, we got to get some cameras though. You're rocking a GoPro 8?
GoPro 8 and a little Logitech webcam.
Oh, yeah, I heard the Logis are real popular, man.
Yeah, a little $70, $80, maybe like 90 or 100, something like that.
Uh-huh.
I use that for my ceiling top-down
view of the tables.
Mm-hmm. I use that.
What's it hanging by? Like, what's it mounted to, man?
I don't know, man. I got some type of Velcro.
All right.
Velcro from Walmart, and I just, put it up there and wrapped it around, just made it work.
Because, we got this little iPad right here, man, but that shit's not tall enough to get a top-down view.
Yeah, no, that top-down view is a tough one, man. Like, the top-down view, I feel like having the two camera angles, like, is better than just having one, because you can get bored just staring at one angle.
Yeah.
So I always try to, like, have it to where like it's 20 seconds max between each camera.
All right.
And they flip between each other, and then the visuals behind you that way.
So you have it programmed automatically. You don't have to cue it up. You don't have to hit a button to switch.
No, yeah. OBS, the program that I use for streaming.
Yeah.
It has this thing called an advanced scene switcher.
All right.
And you can automatically set it up, your different camera angles, and it'll automatically
cycle through all of them.
Switch between two, the two or whatever, based on the time you put on it.
2 camera view, 26 seconds, whatever.
20 seconds.
20 seconds, cycle through everything.
Because people's attention span is short.
Even shorter and shorter nowadays, right?
Phones and all that.
You go through Vine. When Vine was around, that was a little short video clip,
I forgot about that, yeah.
Yeah, you got TikToks, you got Vines.
That didn't last long.
YouTube shorts. My girls are all over them shorts all the time.
Shorts, yeah.
They're like, Dad, I'm watching shorts. I was like, what the fuck is a short, man? Just like...
Same as a reel, huh?
Yeah, it's a little video clip. That's all I'm watching, but they call it shorts. I was like, whatever.
TikTok. How short are the TikTok videos?
TikToks can go for a little while now.
Yeah.
Some of this stuff comes across my feed, man. I might look like a conspiracy theorist sometimes, man, because I'd be like having Egypt and Anunnakis and aliens and all kinds of crazy shit. It's like a rabbit hole, man. You can go down this fucking rabbit hole of shit.
I never downloaded it into my phone, but I have an account, and I realized that I was like uploading content to it via the laptop, and I realized if you don't got it downloaded to your phone and you ain't like engaging, like they're not gonna open the doors for you.
Yeah.
Like the floodgates is gonna be crickets.
It's gonna be dry.
Yeah, you can upload as much as you want, boy. But if you ain't engaging like with other people or stuff like that, or following people.
What do you think the best way is, man? So when you do OBS and you have your overhead and you have your side, you have your different profiles and it's cycling through, how do you interact, man? You interact verbally? Do you type in? Do you chat with your followers? What do you do, man?
I got a mic stand, and I just with a boom mic, with a microphone boom arm on it, and I just hook my regular mic up, and then I have a I have another monitor off to my side.
All right.
And it has my chat feed, so I can see everybody who's like, who's chopping it up with me.
Yeah.
Restream's posted like Restream. I have this Restream chat and I have the Twitch chat. The Restream chat is supposed to like display all your chats. It's supposed to display
from every
YouTube,
feed, YouTube,
all
Facebook, Instagram, blah blah blah.
But the one that it never shows is YouTube's. Facebook.
Really?
It never shows the Facebook comments. So sometimes I'll have like my phone right here. I'll have the iPad, the TV with the extra monitor with the two chats. So I got the two chats blaring, and I can see my Twitch and I can see the rest. But I'll have sometimes I'll just play between Facebook, looking at them, because you got your page and you got your regular profile. So I'll toggle between them just to see if I see anybody say something, just so I could be like comment back. So they don't think I'm ignoring them.
Yeah. Well, you got to interact.
Right.
We got to make it banter back and forth, talking shit, doing whatever, keeping it light, keeping it interesting, whatever it may be. Yeah, that's cool, man. We got to get all that. Do you have green screen stuff set up too? Yeah. Virtual backgrounds, all that good stuff?
Green, I wouldn't call it an official green screen, but I just pretty much went to a fabric store and bought me some green sheets.
Yeah.
And just pinned them up against the wall.
All right. Yeah, that works, man.
And then got me one for the table. So when you get the top down view,
what's it look like? The top down view. What graphic do you have on the table?
On the table it's a green cloth, and then I just put whatever graphics I have. Like I have like a bunch. Yeah. Like over the time of streaming. I would create different scenarios and different scenes and stuff, and I would have like six different types of visual loops. You know what I'm saying? That I would switch between. So after a while, those 6 would get boring, so I go create another 6, and then I had a Halloween one, I had a Christmas one, and then they just start like
all themes.
Yeah, themes. You know, I had this one where it's like a nightlife theme where I'm like, it's like a lot of time lapse videos that are just like going crazy. So yeah, man, you just after collecting them for a while, they just kind of start building up, and you could just kind of switch between them because the OBS program allows you to save these profiles. So your profile becomes big, and you're like, which one do I feel like having behind me today?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it fresh today.
Today's gonna be. I got this Sunday one where I'm like DJing in the clouds on a Sunday.
Oh no,
like
shit.
Yeah. And like, or I'm on the beach on the, on the actual water, like floating. It's crazy.
I always wanted to DJ at the beach, and I always wanted to DJ at a rooftop.
Fun. I DJ'd one time at that Pismo Inn.
Oh yeah,
on the rooftop. But it's like 3rd floor, close to rooftop on the beach.
Still got a view though.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah, you can't complain with that, man. Is there a better office?
Right. Pismo, you can't beat it.
Yeah, not a better office, man. Discogs app.
Yup.
Get your catalog in there.
Get your vinyl up on the Discog app.
Yeah.
That's the spot. Or I as much as you can do a lot with the Discogs. If you got some bread saved up, you'll have a library in no time.
Pretty quickly.
Yeah. But it takes away from the, I don't know, there's something about going and digging through. Yeah, crates. when you dig, you go to a record store and you find something, or you see a name and you're like, I know this is a dope record, I don't remember this song, but I'm gonna buy it anyways. Yeah. And then you get home and it's like, yeah, it's fire, or like, no, that's not the one. And then it ends up in the trade pile because I got a trade pile of vinyls that even other record buyers wouldn't trade with me. Like, nah, you can keep those ones, bro. Like,
but I want this one.
Yeah,
You keep the other 5, bro.
yeah.
I don't
Keep
want
that Elvis.
Yeah.
I'm like, what you mean? But
man.
yeah, you know.
So Beat Junkies, man. You down there on Tuesdays?
Yeah. Every other Tuesday,
All right.
down there with DJ Babu, getting nice on the juggles. We're doing a Sucker MCs challenge right now.
You got a battle coming up, yeah?
No,
All
I
right.
don't. No, I don't. I won the Michi battle, but I'm about to. I got the being that I won the battle.
You get to host it again now.
I get to. I'm the headlining
Or you're the
DJ for the next
headliner.
Michi event, which is next month on the 13th.
All right. What? July 13th?
June.
June 13th. Yeah, we're still in May.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We'll be back by then. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we can head out there.
Where you guys going?
We got to go down to San Diego.
Oh, nice.
Her mom's down there, so we break off down there and chill.
Go visit, hang out.
Yeah, we just went to Seaport down in San Diego,
saw
man. And we were talking about being kids with our moms, right? And we were talking about her mom versus my mom, white mom versus Latina mom. My mom thinks it's hilarious when we act like kids, right? We're young at heart again, right? Her mom, she wants us to cut that shit out a little bit, man. We're doing a little too much. But we were down there walking around Seaport, man, and the USS Midway was down there. We got to see the big old USS Midway with all the planes and shit on the deck and, all kinds of crazy shit, man. And
That sounds like fun.
yeah, and we walked around. What did we eat over there? Oh, we went to that coffee shop.
Oh yeah. Pothead.
Pothead.
Could you smoke tree in there?
Like, it's just like a little outdoor coffee shop. Like there's not an indoor thing.
It's not a marijuana.
No.
So okay.
No, but you know what's crazy, man? They sold grinders, they sold papers, and they sold coffee.
Oh, so it's the ultimate troll.
Yeah. Yeah, and then they have this little pot, this little animated coffee pot. Looked like the Kool-Aid Man.
Okay.
But it's a coffee pot. And it's what was the place called again?
Pothead.
Pothead. Yeah, so it's Pothead. That's their logo, man. So me and her, we took a picture over on the side of the building, and it said, "This one here is a pothead for sure," and it had an arrow. It was right over her head. Man. Yeah. But we seen people flying kites out there, man. I was like, you know what? I ain't fly a kite since I was like 10 years old, probably. My pops had a kite, He used to be into kites for a little while. And then I was like, I want to fly a kite. So we were walking around, and there was a fucking kite store there, man. So I walk in, and I hit the dude up, and I was like, look, man, don't let me buy a bad kite. I want to go out here and fly right outside your building right here. I want to fly the kite right here. So he said, hey, look, man, I test all of them. I test all the kites, and they don't get into my store unless I've tested them and they're decent, right? So I just bought one, man, and we went outside, and we had our coffee. We were chilling, and no shit, man, we got that motherfucker flying. And, you're down there on the coast, man. There's, coastal air and breeze and everything else. So, it was a nice little windy day. But, man, this kite, we had it so far up in the fucking air, man. And the little handle, the little spool, the cable wraps around, man, is about the size of your fist, about the size of your hand. It seemingly took me like 30 minutes to pull the kite back down to the ground, man. Yeah, one at a time, one circle at a time. Yeah, because her mom spilled my coffee or something, and then there was some homeless dude trying to talk to her down there, and she was like, we got to get the fuck out of here. We got to go, man. So I'm sitting here trying to wrap this goddamn kite up, and I'm wrapping it like crazy, and it looks like it's the same height that it was like 5 minutes ago. I was like, oh, man.
100 wines later.
Yeah. But that was a good little trip. That was a good little trip. Yeah, but we got to find out when that record sale is, man.
Yeah, it's once a month. It's usually like on a Sunday, a little record fair in LA.
Yeah, we got to head down there, man.
All the record vendors come together. They got like guest DJs spinning.
Just out on the street?
Just like, I guess they just have a setup there and just like, they got their, whoever they invited.
And they switch it up all the time.
Yeah.
Could be at Echo, could be at Hollywood, could be anywhere.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you got to just follow the the page.
All right.
But yeah, it's dope, man.
It's not the Junkies page.
No, this is a total, completely like. I forgot what it's called. It's like L.A. Record Fair.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called L.A. Record Fair. Or
Sure, we can Google it. We'll find it.
Yeah, for
See
sure.
where it's going to pop up.
I'm pretty
next.
sure it's L.A. Record Fair. Exactly. Yeah.
Something has to pop up
Yeah.
with it.
But yeah, one Sunday a month, you know, that'd be tight if it landed on like a Sunday where there was like the Beat Junkies are doing they're doing that Sunday where they're gonna have, you know, at that brewery, you know what I mean?
Yeah, down the
them
street.
spinning, and then the whole record fair. Woo!
Yeah, everybody come on.
Yeah.
The after party, man. Yeah.
That'd be dope.
When did you start, man? When did you start DJing?
2003.
All right.
2003.
What did you start on?
Some statins, turntables.
All right.
I started. What was it like? Graduated in 02. Took the first semester of college of 02 off. Didn't go right away, and then went the second semester, and then got that financial aid check and just pretty much gave it to dude with the turntables. Here you go, bro. Like didn't even cash it. Probably didn't even look at the bag. You know,
man.
just handed it right over. Like, let me get those.
What was the mixer?
It was something like, I don't even, probably some cheap American DJ.
Gemini or
Yeah,
something?
Gemini, like 5-channel mixer. Like, you know, I just remember like just pissing my grandma off because, you know, I had some friends who had a set of turntables already, right? And they were like, here, go ahead and rock them, bro. They knew that I was the passionate one out the crew.
Sure.
I was like the, you know, the
You
one.
were the one that was going to get the
Yeah, I
most
was the
use
one
out
that
of
was
them.
going to go for it, you know. I was
If
like,
anybody was going to make it.
yeah, they were like, you. And I was like, they were like, you want to take them home, bro? Like, it's your turn. Because they had been like, all the homies were like, taking turns with them, you know?
Yeah.
And nobody was for real or serious about it.
They were just passing them around.
Passing them around. And for the longest, they were, and the reason why they let me take them is because for the longest, they were in one of my good friends' basements.
All right.
Right? And I was just down there every day, like, you know, just like recording freestyles off the instrumentals from the record to the tape, you know, and rapping over them. And they're just like, bro, you know, just take them home, bro. We ain't even using them. Just, you know, just take care of them. And if we need them back, bro, we'll ask you. Like, all right. And I took them home. And my grandparents were like,
They were having it.
hell no. They
All
weren't
that
having
ruckus, all that noise.
yeah,
What the hell's going on with all this
Get that
shit?
shit out of here. Nope.
I was pretty lucky, man. My pops played the guitars.
Oh,
Played
nice.
a lot of guitars, banjo, guitar, all of them. He had little PV amps and shit,
nice.
right? Chet Atkins guitar, Gretsch, something like Stratocaster. Expensive shit, apparently. I didn't know anything about them.
Fenders.
Yeah, Fenders. My pops got me into music, right? I had to practice every day.
Wait a minute. So you could play the guitar?
No, I play the saxophone.
Dope.
I picked up the saxophone and I had to practice every day for an hour. It was a rule, right? Every day for an hour, you got to practice. And I was fucking terrible. And I feel bad for whoever had to hear all that honking and shit. Like I was trying to play anything at the time, man. But got really good at it, man.
Word. That's
Yeah.
what's up.
Yeah, it was fun, man. And then I got a little bored with the sax. Picked up the trumpet. I wanted to learn how to play another instrument. You know, I was kind of tapped out with a sax. I'd already made honor band, and I performed at the Civic Auditorium back in the days. 4th chair honor band in Kern County. Yeah, I was decent, right? I picked up the trumpet. My boy Daniel, he played the trumpet, and Rudy, and Mike Zapata, man. What's that group here in town?
Mike Cepeda doesn't live on the Central Coast now, does he?
Oh, I don't know. Does he now?
I don't know. I'm just wondering because, like, I don't hear too many Mike Cepedas, and I'm just like,
And you know who that
yeah,
one is?
I know
Oh,
Mike
shit.
Cepeda. I'm like, I wonder if this is crazy
Is
ass.
it trumpet player?
I don't
tattoos?
know. I mean, he OG now.
He plays. He's in a band here in town, man.
Oh, he in town now.
Yeah, I forgot what band it. Like it's a pretty popular band. I don't know. Anyways, these motherfuckers are always on trumpets, and trumpets always got the solos. I wanted to be the dude
Yeah,
on
you
the
wanna-
solo,
you wanna
man.
go
I wanted
off.
to fucking, yeah.
We wanted to flex.
But I was never really that great at the trumpet, right? I wasn't that deep into it like I was the saxophone since third grade, right? My
Whoa.
pops had me on a saxophone at third grade all the way up and through high school.
Whoa.
Years and years and years.
Still got one?
I don't, but I was talking to her and I say I want to get one again
Let's get one.
because I could play all this shit, man. Anything I can hear, I can play, right?
That's what's up.
And I was like, oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to get one.
Sample some beats too. Make some beats and like
Yeah.
play samples.
Right over the top of it.
Right
Yeah.
on top.
Yeah. So that's where my music knowledge comes from, right? That's where I learned how to read, write, count, all of that other
Music theory.
things. Music theory. And I think that's why it was, I hate to say easy. It wasn't easy. DJing is not easy. Beat matching, transitioning, it wasn't easy, but I felt like I had a head start on a lot of people that didn't know how to find the one.
Find the one. Yeah.
Find the one.
Understanding
You can't
that part.
find the one. Yeah, drop it on the one. Find the one. Beat match.
Right.
Like just the
How many bars are in this 8-bar phrase?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chorus or in the or when's the bridge?
Uh-huh.
How long is it?
Yeah,
for sure.
the anatomy of a track, the anatomy of a song, man.
Structure.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's where I got, and I've only been DJing like a year and a half, 2 years. I'm not very good, right? I'm decent enough. I can not sound like shoes in the dryer,
Right.
like off beat. I can get beat every time.
And your music knowledge is good enough to you can rock a party.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's so good because, like I said, my father, he had records, man. They listened to shit. My
So you were training the whole time and didn't even know it.
Didn't even know it, man. Didn't even know it. And you know what, man? I got out of music senior year in high school, and I hadn't played ever since. And I always kind of felt like something was missing, right? I always felt like something was missing. And I missed it, man. I missed music, man. And I missed, Dad's gone now. He's been gone since 2005. But that's something that he gave me, right? A lot of times we can look back at our parents and say what they did wrong or what they fucked up on, and and we can find things, right? Or we could find the positive. So I'm always trying to find the positive. Like look, life wasn't perfect, right? My pops, it was a little rough, man.
I bet.
My pops was in the Air Force, retired. I was the product of a second marriage. It was structured, man. It was militant. But yeah, I'm never gonna badmouth my pops, especially since he's not here anymore, man. He motherfucker can't even defend himself.
Yeah,
I could badmouth anybody that's not sitting here in this room. They can't defend themselves, and whoever's listening to this is gonna be able to be like, oh yeah, that motherfucker's a piece of shit. You know?
Right.
And there's always two sides to every story, man. And,
3.
Yeah. And
A, B, and the truth.
and perception. Perception is a motherfucker, man. Like people can perceive certain things that were not complete intention, right? My perception of this person is that they're lazy, right? But you don't have any idea. Perceptions of DJs, right? Perception of Illflow. That motherfucker doesn't do anything. All he does is go to a club, shows up, plays some music, and fucking leaves, right? He has the easiest fucking life in the world. That's what everybody thinks about a DJ, right?
But females think that I got them jumping out the window for me. I'm the first and the last person there. Like,
Yeah, there's nobody here when I show up. There's nobody here when I leave.
by the time I get home and unload,
Yeah.
there's no time for nothing.
And then record pools,
Record pulls.
YouTube, whatever, trying to stay up on music, trying
Oh,
to,
for sure.
trying to dig through stuff. You got vinyl, you got that portion. I don't even have vinyl yet, man. I'm still Serato. I'm still the new DJ on Serato. Obviously, I've invested in turntables, and I have
Trying to get there.
I want to get to vinyl because I want to be well-rounded, right? I want to be able to go up to some tables. I want to go up to some CDJs. I want to go up to a fucking little Rev 1 controller. I want to be able to go to everything and just start playing, man.
Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's about the love of DJing, man. It's the love of music. It's the love of the art. And it's, I love it, man. I missed it. I missed music. Yeah.
That's dope, man. You found your way back to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully you never lose it, man.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Nah, I'm not. I already told myself I'll rock until I'm old, till I pass. Yeah.
How old do you think you're going to be on your last gig, man?
I probably, I don't know, but as far as gigging goes, who knows,
Yeah.
right? But I know, like, I don't plan on gigging like the way I'm gigging now, I don't plan on gigging like that hard pretty much longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I probably got like a year of being left. But that doesn't mean I'm going to jump out there and do parties here and there or like special guest spots, you know, because that part of me, that's the fun part for me. That's the hour or the power hour when you got the whole crowd and you're like, you prepared this set and you know the crowd and you're like, I'm about to like blow the roof off.
Yeah.
Those are the fun parties, you know?
Yeah.
Or like, you know, big artists and stuff like that. Yeah. I just don't want to be a working DJ. You know what I mean?
You want to enjoy it.
I want to enjoy it.
For the passion, for the love.
For the love. Because
so,
after a while, you know, sometimes the bags won't even be enough.
It's not enough, man.
It's not enough.
It's not worth it.
Nah. I'd rather stay at home and practice and play.
Sometimes I just want to be
play
home.
for myself.
Exactly. Yeah. Hey, because as a gig DJ, you don't get to play for yourself. You're playing for your audience.
Absolutely. I got my boy, DJ Edit. We was just chopping it up yesterday. He's going to come spin with me in a couple of weeks, and at the Ratchet spot, Santiago's.
Yeah.
And I was chopping it up with him, and he does a lot of like big corporate gigs, you know what I mean, and a lot of private gigs, and a lot of the times those gigs, you know, are more professional gigs, and we don't get to rock out like we want to, you know,
sure,
play the type of music that we would love to.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes, you know, the little bar gigs, the compensation isn't enough for us to want to come play. But when you find that little bar that allows you to just do you, and you're like, I don't care about the money. I'll go DJ for free this night. Like if I had to, because like, you know, you're not tripping on the money. You just want to go jam out and you know, and feel the energy and exchange energies with people, with the crowd, you know, and
with your authentic self, with the music that you love, with what you curated for your crates, for your set, for everything else, and get to show out. And possibly somebody, obviously likely if they're at a hip hop event, they'd be like, oh, I love this motherfucker.
Absolutely.
This motherfucker, he had a great selection, great mixes, great transitions, great everything, right? And this is my music, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. You go to a wedding, you're probably not going to get to play a whole lot of De La and Jill Scott or any of the non-mainstream, the Roots, Talib, you know, whoever it may be.
But it goes back. It goes, you know, it goes both ways. You know, let's say you're not doing very many weddings, you know, and you're doing a lot of other gigs, you know, that you know that you're always doing, and you get tired of those. But then you go do a wedding and you get to play disco finally, and you're like, I haven't played disco in forever. And I love the Bee Gees, or you know, and
you're playing Dancing Queen, like, ABBA, or
all
whatever.
that. You're like, and they're loving it, you know. And you're just like, you know, you get that fix in too. So yeah, man, yeah.
Even like Friday, for instance, we're gonna be at 1933. I don't know jack about salsa and merengue and cumbia, other than the fact that I grew up in Arvin and I know all of the music for the most part. But these people out there, I have the most fun in the world. The day that I met the couple, Just Dance Thursdays, me and Marion met them, Stephanie and Carlos. They went into 1933. I was DJing for fucking nobody. There was nobody there. I was DJing to an empty place, right? I seen something online that says you're not really a DJ till you DJ at an empty place, right? Till you're by yourself. It sucks. So they came in, man. She came up to me and she said, hey, could you play some salsa or whatever? Like, yeah, hell yeah, you're the only people here and I got it, so I'll play it. I played it. They started dancing like professional, man, like swinging around fast as shit, man, like craziness.
Putting on a show?
Yeah.
Serious.
And they were happy as can be, man. They liked the facility. They liked everything else. They're like, hey, you know, you think we could get some people out here tomorrow? I was like, hell yeah, there's nobody here right now. So absolutely, come on, I'll play whatever the fuck you want me to play. You know, I'd rather play salsa for 100 people than, you know, hip hop for 0. I want to see people have a good time, man. I want to see people happy. So less than 24 hours, man, that group got over like 100 people over there, man. Salsa, merengue. And then I'm learning that, right? You don't mix that. They don't want that mixed continually, right? They want you to have like a 2-second, 3-second, 4-second pause before the next song comes on. So you're not even beat matching, you're not transitioning, you're not doing anything. You're pressing play and you press and stop. You're pressing play and you press and stop. And then you're going through the different, cumbia, salsa, merengue, bachata, all at different BPMs, right? So like merengue, you can't play like 4 merengue songs back to back to back to back, and the motherfuckers are gonna be exhausted, right?
Yeah,
they're gonna be falling off the dance floor like flies, man. So Carlos, man, he does DJing stuff on the side. I think minor, mostly for the just dance and for this genre of music. He was like, man, you want to play a couple salsa, 1 merengue, 3 bachata, and a cumbia, and then just keep going through that cycle, right?
Yeah.
And keeping it. And yeah, no shit, man. Dance floor all night. And that was easy, but there was no mixing, there was no transitioning, there was nothing special, man. But a lot of people having a great time, mature people, no bullshit, no belligerent drunks, people trying to fight anything else, man. Just a lot of great people, man. It was
That's
nice.
awesome, man.
Yeah. How was your wedding?
It was awesome, man. Yeah, nothing spectacular, bro. Just another wedding. It was all Spanish.
Was it?
Matter of fact, it was literally this, what you're doing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like, all right, they wanted it was actually a quinceañera.
Oh, all right. It wasn't a wedding.
It wasn't a wedding.
Right.
It was a quinceañera. A young lady turned 15, and parents. She had some really loving parents. They cared, so they threw her a big bash.
Yeah.
They went all out for her, and the music they sent over was banda, and it was a trip for me because they were like they were referencing banda, like they're the type of music they presented me. They're referencing it as if it was cumbias, but it was banda.
Oh yeah, different.
It was banda,
Yeah.
for sure. But it was their type of banda cumbias.
Yeah.
I don't know, it was different, bro.
Yeah.
But to me, it was banda. So I got to play some banda, some zapateos. I got busy on some merengue, cumbias, and a little bit. Rock en español.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got
Spanish rock.
Yeah, rock en español. We got big playlist that they gave me of all that, and I just went to town on it. I have most of it already, but it was cool. I like when I get a client who's like really serious about their music, and they're like give me what they want, because I learn. I'll learn.
You get introduced to new.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Or you get reintroduced, to some stuff that you forgot about, or you haven't played, or, like I remember first, like I didn't hear Sweet Caroline until I did a wedding, and I was like, whoa, I didn't realize how big of a song this was. I would have never played it.
Oh, they sing along
They
to that
love that
motherfucker?
song.
Yeah, man.
They love that song. And so, I would say that weddings have taught me a lot. Like DJing on the Central Coast taught me a lot. Like broadened my horizon when it comes to music as far as genres and music selection. The shouts out to the Central Coast. My boy DJ Crown, my boy Tim. Yeah, they broadened my horizon a lot. They saw the potential in me.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, this guy got it. And then threw me in the water and sink or swim. And when you got someone's important, like when you're serious, you never want to mess up somebody's important celebration, bro.
No. That's a lot of pressure, man.
It's pressure.
Yeah.
So once you get through a couple of those, and you're like, I kind of got this.
I'm all right.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
for sure. So, yeah,
So
man.
let me ask you something, and this is going to be real kind of judgmental. But I don't know, judgmental is not the right word, but Central Coast, I would assume reggae. Is there reggae? I don't know.
There's definitely a lot of reggae on the Central Coast.
Uh-huh.
But as far as like when it comes to like doing DJing weddings and stuff, like I don't give very much.
All right.
Of the reggae stuff.
How much do you get to Bay Area? How much do you get to Bay Area rap? Mac Dre, E40, Too Short.
What, Central Coast weddings?
Yeah.
A lot.
All right.
Yeah, you'll catch that a lot.
All right.
Yeah. Man, maybe my last wedding. you know, and then when you start getting those requests and those songs are in the exact same BPM you're in, you're like, wait a minute, like is this guy a DJ or like, you know, send a chick over and the chick gives you a song in the exact BPM. You're like, wait a minute, like you follow where she goes back to, and like you see
where you're
like,
going back
bingo,
to.
like, yep, that's the DJ boyfriend. I know it, you know.
This motherfucker knows too much,
right? And he keeps sending these gems over. And you're like, all right, I got you. And you keep playing them, and then you drift into a different area of music, and then he wasn't expecting it, and you got him, and he gets up and he dances. You're like, I got you, bro. And then he comes, gives you your props at the end of the night. And at that point is when I knew that I had these Bay Area people, because, you know, like I had a bunch of people asking for Mac Dre and a bunch of Bay and E40 and, you know, Too Short. And, you know, I got to jamming it and I held it. You know, sometimes I'll do it on purpose. Like when I see that when I'm rocking out and people are like jamming me up for the same song, I'll starve you a little bit more just so that I can find the right time to give it to you, because I know when I drop this, you guys are about to go crazy. Yeah. So let's not just drop it like, you know,
let's build up to it.
Let's make it proper. So when it comes, you guys are like, you know, and I did that, and I could tell I had a room full of Bay Area people, and they came and gave me some love at the end. That was cool.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, you know you have them. You know you have them at certain points. What's your favorite moment as a DJ?
Sheesh. I guess I would just say, like, you know, it would be between the art of discovering music and you know, and performing it. Right. You know, the performing it part, it's like a high that you keep chasing. Yeah. You know what I mean? It never goes away, and you just like the bigger gig, the bigger crowd, the more energy, like run it back, you know, and it's addicting. And then there's the, you know, there's the aspect of finding the music that you love. Yeah. You know, like I'm sure we all have moments where you can remember where you first heard a certain so-and-so song or, you know, or radio moments when something happened and, you know, and everything's just stopped. You paused everything, you sat down and you just like, what is that? Or you listened, you know? So yeah, you know, I have radio moments of like when Dr. Dre and Jermaine Dupri were battling, and Power 106, I was in LA and Power 106 was playing it back and forth, like the whole hour. Like that's all you heard was those two songs.
Is that what's going on with Kendrick right now?
Yeah, well, Kendrick and the Not Like Us song is getting blared crazy in LA.
Crazy. Spotify just said he's the number one streamed of all time now.
No album, no nothing out. Just like going at Drake's head. Yeah, stuff like that, man.
So how do you deal with the ebbs and flows, man? So for instance, let's say that last Quince you did, fucking amazing, right? Like just top of the world. And next week you do a wedding and it's like the vibe wasn't
energy
there.
Low.
The energy wasn't there. It wasn't a dancing crowd, whatever it may be. And then you have that low again. So when it happens to me, I start questioning myself sometimes. I'm like, oh shit, maybe I don't got it. But you know, the last wedding I did, I was on, right? I had people throwing people in the fucking air, man. Like it was cool. It was a fucking party. And it was a dry wedding, which made it a little bit more difficult, right? Because these motherfuckers aren't drinking. They ain't getting loose.
Right.
And I had to be careful with clean versions, man.
Oh, they were super on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I rocked it, right? But then some other times, man, it's like, it's not there, man. It just isn't there.
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. I think I've gone through that recently too, where like, you know, in the beginning, like, you know, I was at a fresh new spot, and you know, it's my first time there, so you want to make sure that you do a great job so you can get invited back. Yeah, you know what I mean. So like in the beginning, you start, you know, second guessing yourself, like, but there's nobody here, bro. Like, so why are you tripping? Like, you're pretty much background music at that point, so it's really not on you, and you just got to go back and realize that you're there for a reason. And
do you ever go back through your Serato history for a set from the previous day, from the previous night, and look over and like, I don't ever look at my history, but I see some people do. There's some DJs will go back through, they'll look at their history, they'll look how, you know, if it was a great You know, if it was a great set, some of them will just copy it over into a crate, right? I don't want to be. I don't want people to be able to anticipate when I'm playing. Like, you know, I've been to 3 of Gordon's shows and he plays the same shit.
Same routine.
Same routine every single time, right? So I don't even mess with the history, right? I try to, you know, obviously read the crowd, read the floor, read the energy, do all of that. But I want it fresh every time, man. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, for sure. I agree with you. But I guess it's also cool like to stack your routines and have your premeditated stuff ready, because you're always going to be, I feel like you know, yeah, for sure you stay in Bakersfield and you gig around here, but let's say you go to Arizona or something, you know, and you've been working for 5 years and all those routines have built up. And now like when you got those, once you like matured to that,
Yeah.
you have like you got playlists filled of routines that you could just jump in and out of.
Yeah.
And like when you go to a new crowd, they're like, who the fuck is this? You know, who the guy is this? This guy is the greatest.
It's fresh.
You know, it's like,
shit they haven't heard before.
But and at the same time, I get it. You don't want to be stale. You know, if you got a residency, you always want to make sure that your crates are fresh for sure. So, or at least try to play it a different way, you know, or, you know, different style or, you know, present a song a different way. But I always try to like, I do 4 hours. Like every time I feel like most of my parties are about 4 hours long.
Yep.
If it's just me, it's usually about 4 hours. So I'll break it down into 4 hours each hour.
All right.
I'll break it down to an opening hour. And then, you know, I got my peak hour, you know, where I'm holding all the hits, all the bangers.
All the fire, all the bangers,
waiting,
all the heat.
waiting for them to catch their energy. And then, you know, paying attention and then just having enough, making sure that I have enough music for each hour to where I feel comfortable, to where like, you know, I know that I have those set 4 hours, but I could also wander off if I need to.
Grab something
Yeah,
else.
if I need to, if someone asks me for some, or if I start feeling a different vibe, you know.
So, you know, you're going to start out slow. Yeah? Or are you going to start out with the...
Sometimes, like, for this quinceañera I did last time, like, you know, like, I think there was like a miscommunication between the husband and the wife, right? And we're all on the same chat, text message.
Same group chat.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So, like, they send me all their music, and then last minute, wifey is like, hey, is it too late to send some more? I'm like, no, it's fine. And she sends over Rock in Espanol.
Okay.
Right? And a lot of the Rock in Espanol that she sent me was slow.
Oh.
And I was like, you know. So when they send me all their stuff, I take the slow stuff that they got and I'll try to jam that into like cocktail hour.
Sprinkle
and like,
it in there.
You know,
to get it out the way.
Yeah, get it out the way.
Know that you played it.
Know that I played it instead, because I know that later on in the evening, it ain't going to go too well.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'll just chill on that. And then, but I try to get that off. So as I was early on trying to get that off, you know, the husband gonna come up to me and tell me, hey, bro, we asked for cumbias. I'm like, you know, this is not the time to sit there and debate with him and explain myself.
His
like,
wife actually asked for.
Yeah, you know. So I'm just like, no problem.
Yeah.
And just,
okay.
I caught it. You know,
go.
I understand the music's too slow is what he's trying to tell me. He's just not communicating it right.
The party.
Yeah, he wants to bring the vibes up. So I had to be able to read that.
All right.
You know what I mean? And not get defensive and not be like, well, your wife, you know what I mean? Like, yes, sir, no problem. Cumbia's coming right up.
So how about with weddings, man, and you get to the actual dancing portion, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, whatever time it is, you get to the dancing portion, man. And obviously, BPM, everybody does BPM. You and I and some other people, we do key as well, right? I don't do key to the extent that you do, though, right? You do the pitch and...
Yeah, I pitch between them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the pitch and play or whatever it is with Serato. You do the pitch and you do it live as the transition is happening. You're hitting up, pitching down to get to that other track for that blend, right? Me, I just cue up another track.
Same key.
Similar BPM, similar key.
Gotcha.
Close enough on the Camelot wheel. Like if I'm on a 3A, okay, then I'll go to a 4B or a whatever it may be, right? To try to stay within something, right? You have a whole different method that you use when you actually start messing with the pitch.
Yeah, I just it's just pretty much it's pretty much sync. Instead of syncing BPM, it's
You're syncing
same
key.
Yeah, it's the same feature. Like when you sync, pitch and time has a sync feature where you hit the button and it'll sync whatever it'll sync to whatever key that the current track is playing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So once it syncs to that key, it'll show me on the computer the one that switched keys. It'll show me how many times it's moved up.
Yeah, because there's
1, 2, 3, how many keys, right?
Yeah.
So if I see that it's moved up 2 as I'm doing my 8-bar blend, I'll, maybe halfway through the 8-bar at the 4-bar blend, I'll pitch it 1.
Hit 1.
Yeah, and then like when it get closer to the end.
To the 7.9.
Or echo it out.
Yeah.
Right when it's about to jet, bang, hit the button. And like you can't even tell I switched it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about energy? Do you pay attention to the track energy?
Nah.
All right.
I've never. Well, yeah, I pay attention to. I think I would say that I do it manually, like for myself, like what I know. Yeah, mentally in my head, like I know it. That's a slow song, and it ain't going. I'm not going to jump with that one. I was playing the other night, and it was cracking. Right, I'm probably at 105, 103, 102. I got them bopping.
It's a good,
right? And the owner of the bar comes up to me with these chicks, right? And he's like, yeah. And he just pretty much dumps them off. Yeah, these girls want a song. I'm like, oh yeah, what song do you want? Here you go. And just dumps them off on me and then dips. And I got to play the song now. Because the bar owner just dropped them off on me. I'm like, what you want to hear? Like Lil Wayne Lollipop. I'm like, oh. Because I'm way up here.
You're in a different
and they're
place.
Like 77. Yeah. I'm just like, yo, this going. I was like, I'm just gonna do it. And I just reverbed out and dropped it. And it's like, forget what I know and what I want. The bar owner wants us to please his customers, right?
Yeah.
She wants to hear this. The song, Lil Wayne's a GOAT.
Yeah, it's not a bad song.
It's a well-known song.
Just the wrong time.
Wrong time.
Yeah.
And for all and I'm a pro DJ, but I don't know everything.
No.
You know what I mean? Like I can't predict everything, so why not? Let's try it. Hey,
you make where work. It takes us.
You see where, man, I played that joint. It rang off. Everybody. I was like, yo. I didn't like it when it came out. Like, I remember it was popping when that song came out. To me, it was slow.
I always like that 6 foot, 7 foot.
That was dope.
Yeah. Mrs. Officer.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? It's nice. I got Marion over here. Mm-hmm. She goes to all the gigs with me. We do everything together. Mm-hmm. She's my filter.
Yeah, you got a female perspective. Because that's a thing, man. Because you could get lost in trying to be creative and playing for yourself and not even looking up at the crowd. Yeah. Sometimes I catch myself like I'm having too much fun. I'm like, wait a minute. What if they're not liking what you got going on?
What if they've all sat down?
You're having fun.
I'm just over here vibing.
Having fun, bopping your head. You look up and they're staring at you like, what is he doing? You know what I mean? So we had this thing like, man, we got to play for the ladies, man. It's like, you play 80%, for the ladies, sprinkle 10% for yourself, and then 10% for what else? What else you can go? Yeah. You know what I mean? Wherever else you can go. So just as long as you can get them ladies on the dance floor and they loving it, who cares about the rest?
Hey, this last wedding on Saturday, I played Mac Miller, man.
Did you?
I squeezed him in there, man. I was like, this is for me.
Yeah.
I deserve it.
Hey, there's times where I'll be like, one for you, one for me.
Yeah.
One for you, one for me.
Yeah.
Not for sure.
How do you go about the roller coaster, man? So like, say you're at 100 BPM, you're at 105 BPM. How long do you stay there before you drop off and go to something a little bit slower or even faster, right? Even at 130 or 140, something crazy, right? Like, will you go 101, 105, 98, and then jump way off in one direction or the other?
Yeah, for sure. I've done that. I do that a lot. I could jump all over, bro. And I like to too, like especially when we're DJing with other homies, like when it's like a jam session, like when you get together 4 or 5 DJs and everybody's taking turns. I'm paying attention to where everyone's at, and if you're like at 105, and I could tell the crowd, you know, is some hip hop, you know, and they like the bop. So I know I can go down to 70 in the 80s. And, you know, and a lot of the times, you know, I don't like to be down there, but if you guys ain't gonna go down there, someone's got to go there. You know,
somebody has to bring in some of the other stuff.
Yeah, we got to like, you know. So like I'll just try to be different and take it to where no one else is going. Yeah. I just paying attention to what other homies are playing, and if they're like, you know, stuck in the 105s or they're trying to do some like 120s, 125s and super energy, then I'll take them all the way down and I'll pick something that's
reset.
Yeah, I'll reset it. But when I reset it, I'll bring it back up. But when I reset it, I'm playing something that, you know, that is down there, but it's still like, you know, and it'll be something that I could just echo out and drop from the top, and instantly they know it. Right on the one.
No 8 bar.
Yeah, no 8 bar. Just bam, let's go. And they're like, oh, you know, for sure. I do a lot of those, man.
Nice, man.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you got? You're over there quiet as fuck. You ain't say shit. You ain't contribute to this podcast.
I'm just soaking it in.
You gotta get a little closer to that thing, girl. You're not even trying at this point.
I'm just listening, baby.
Yeah, so she's gonna go down there with me. You know, she's DJ'd with me, mostly on the SR2 or the Rev 1.
She be dropping mixes, huh?
She she can blend, right? She can transition. She's probably right where I'm at, roughly, right? And then now we want to go. We want to go down to Beat Junkies and learn more and keep progressing.
Come on, man.
And do this kind of shit with people like you. Dose was here last week. You were here the first week, you know. Yeah. And just chill, man. I put something online the other day. It's not about the money, right? It's about the passion.
Yeah.
It's about the passion. It's the fact that I love music. Money is a byproduct, right?
Sure.
If I love what I'm doing and I love music and I'm good at it,
it'll come.
You're going to make money.
For sure.
Right? Like, and I think, one, the DJ community, and I don't know if it's just a Bakersfield thing or a Kern County thing, is real catty, man. Real immature, real like possessive or something. Like there's a gatekeeper DJ in Bakersfield that you have to go through. Nah, I don't got to do anything like that, right?
No.
But then, you know, you come across cool people, good people, you, Dose, where we're just talking, right? And chilling, and we got love for the music, hanging out, talking about the music, talking about the culture, talking shit, doing whatever. That's what it is for me, man. That's
yeah, man. Sharing music, sharing ideas, collaborating. You know what I'm saying? Making people dance, having a good time, positive energy, for sure, man. When it comes to the DJs in every community, I would think, man, it's a lot of narcissism.
Yeah,
and it's because they're stuck in the room by themselves, you know, and while they're in there, they're fantasizing and they're dreaming about, you know, what they're gonna do when they step out on these turntables and how the people are gonna react. They're envisioning, they're manifesting, trying to figure out their sets, you know what I mean, and their superstar performance or their showcase, you know what I'm saying, but. You know, and then the ego comes with that. You know what I mean? You know, you could get really, really good or get some sonority, and, you know, and that'll gas you up. You know, make your head, you know, super big. You can't even walk through the door. You know what I mean? Feeling yourself for real. You know, and then something has to happen to where it'll humble you and you realize you ain't shit. You're really not. You know, we're just playing music.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're more, you know, we're service. You could be an artist. You know, if you want to be an artist with this DJ thing, you know, upload your shit and share it with everybody. Yeah. You know, and show people your creativity and your artistry. Yeah. You know what I mean? But when you're stepping outside and you're getting paid to play, you know what I mean? They're purchasing your services. Yeah. You know, and you gotta know the difference. And sometimes, you know, when you get booked a lot for your services, you know, that can make you feel a type of way. Yeah. And you know, you could feel really refilling yourself, or when you're not getting booked, you might think you might second guess yourself and think you're not worthy enough. You know, you might think, damn, man, maybe I need to sharp. What am I not doing right, man? And just it's a psychological mindset, man, that you gotta really, really, really like tighten down and just know that, hey, you know, this music thing is for everybody. You know, and it's for sharing. Yeah. And it's not just about you.
Oh man,
it's not just about you. And you might get to the point where you're super nice, and then they book you and take you on tour, and that's the illest.
that'd be great.
That'd be
fun.
the illest,
Yeah.
right? And then you could like maybe put some gas on your ego. But when we're local and we're, I don't know. I think it's just nice to be humble and just treat everybody, with good engines, with good intentions, good energy.
Like
man.
that's what I like. Your take on Beat Junkies and stuff. You say you go down there and you got dudes that A-Track and everybody else that are just celebrity status off the fucking charts, right? Then you have me, right? Then you're in the middle somewhere, and they're all of these people at different levels. But it sounds like everybody down there is cool as fuck, man. Like everybody's down there for one thing only, and it's for the love of turntables, for the love of vinyl, for the love of music, for the love of the art, for the love of hip hop, for all the way going back to what we were talking about earlier, Biz and everybody else at the beginning of hip hop,
It's cool too, man, because when you go down there, man, as you're learning on the turntables, they're giving you history lessons as well.
All right.
They're telling you where this scratch came from. And,
Oh, really?
Like they're breaking it down. And it's like awesome. It's super awesome because a lot of the guys that you're like, yo, like big DJs, like they're like the Beat Junkies homies. Like they pop in and out and it's just like, yo, like you don't realize, because they're such like on a regular base level with you.
Yeah.
You forget that these guys are legends. Because you start developing rapport with them and you become cool and they're your sensei. You see them a lot, so you're not as nervous as you probably were the first time you met them. And then they're bringing around these big DJs and you're like, whoa. Sometimes you forget, but it's super cool, man. Everybody, it's a community orientated.
It's funny,
Everybody
man.
shows love.
I'll end up, me and Marion, we're gonna go down there. We'll end up down there. And I won't know who any of these motherfuckers are anyways, right? Like, I'm ignorant to it. I do not know who Mr. Chalk is. I don't know who all these people are, right?
You're from Arvin?
Yeah.
You never like came across he probably a little bit older than you. Yeah.
Was a motherfucker from Arvin?
Bro!
What? Really?
I think him and C- were from Arvin.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's my neighborhood then, man.
Yeah.
I'm good.
That's
Those
crazy.
are my people.
I think I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah. So like I said, I wouldn't even know who A-Track is if I didn't fucking watch YouTube, right? So I would go down there oblivious and ignorant to it all.
feel you.
I'd be down there trying to practice, and I might have a world-class DJ sitting next to me.
And you won't even know it.
And I wouldn't know. I'll be trying to chop it up with him. Hey, man, how long you been DJing, man? I won't know anything about him.
Yeah, a little bit. A couple months.
Yeah. Oh, I'm kind of nice, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no, me too. Like I wasn't ever like a big super fan of those guys. Like I understood who they were and I respected their contribution to the game.
Sure.
So like, so I never was like really, really super like my cousin though, he probably would have fanned out. Because he was actually copping those CDs and like, he was on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I wasn't on them like that, but I understood who they were and how important they were and how dope they were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, you'll love it. You guys will love it out there, man. It's a lot of fan love, a lot of community, a lot of gatherings and cool people, man, and just learning and obtaining the knowledge.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna love it, man. I graduated. You see, I'm still not trying to leave. I'm still pulling up. You know what I mean? Like, what else y'all got going?
But that's a testament to you, right? That's a testament to not having ego, right? Not being all huge-headed and knowing that there's still more that you can learn and there's still things that you can hone in on and sharpen and get crisper and cleaner and search for that perfection that none of us will ever reach, but get as close as possible.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because practice don't make perfect. It makes progress.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and kill the podcast. We had Illflow on tonight.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you coming and hanging out with us, man.
No doubt.
Queen Bee over here, quiet as hell, not involved. Should get a little bit more involved once we get her down to Beat Junkies.
There you go.
I'm gonna make her do a gig somewhere.
She's gonna be like,
put her on the spot.
how you doing on your chirps?
Yeah.
I suck on my right hand, but my left hand's pretty good.
How's the flares and the transformers and everything going? Yeah. Hey, before we kill it, then, man, how nice are you on the right versus the left?
Oh shoot, my left.
You left?
I'm a left. I kill it on my cuts on my left, but like people who don't know any different like would swear like you're nice on your right, but like
Okay.
nah. I'm like you think I'm nice, but like when I start getting into like I could do basic stuff on my right and it looks super cool, but like when we start getting like complicated stuff, like I'm like I gotta go practice. Like sit down somewhere and hone that right side.
You go retarded a little bit.
Yeah, and that's everybody.
I don't know if we can use that word.
No.
But
Hey, it's our podcast. We say whatever the fuck we want to say.
There you go.
But you know what I mean? Like you go.
No, everybody is handicapped on one side. You'll see. Watch, because in the beginning they make you work both hands.
Sure.
They make you work. You're like, all right, switch. You gotta go to this side. But you'll realize they're like there's what you always have. There's one side that's a little stronger than the other, and it's because if you're right-handed, your right hand works good on the fader, and your left hand is cool on the record. But when you switch, like that left side on this fader is like And my cousin, man, he's good in both of them.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he's like putting in the work. You know, what I mean, he's actively focused on that. On that, he's nice on his right, but he's trying to get that left hand, and the left hand is pretty up there. Like I'm like, bro, you already there.
You're good,
like,
man. You're good.
Yeah. Like, I'm telling you, I can. Yeah. He knows where he's at. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And always chasing.
Exactly.
Always chasing.
Trying
Always
to
trying to get better. Always trying to hone in, perfect, get better.
Absolutely.
I always equate it to what's that little thing that they have you do? Pat your head and rub your belly. And if you can do them at the same time, you'll probably be okay.
Mr. Chalk uses that analogy
Does
to
he?
Beat Junkies. I swear. He was like, look, it's like pat your head. He says it in everything. He does the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And then I heard, man, if you really want to get nice on your off side, every other day you do everything with that left side. So when your ass wakes up in the morning, you brush your teeth with your left.
Oh, snap. I didn't know that.
When you put your shoes on,
left first.
Yeah. And then you just do everything that you would normally do with your right, you do with your opposite or vice versa, right? And I heard if you do that every other day for a while,
yeah, you're going to get there.
it makes that connection,
Clicks.
man.
Oh, I got to get there. That's got to be the next thing.
Yeah.
That's got to be it.
All right, y'all. We'll catch you next Wednesday.
Peace.
Peace.
Bye.